It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the boys and the Niners, next on EA Sports.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Osa Odighizuwa drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. CeeDee Lamb deep for the Cowboys. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Cowboys.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
A gain of 26 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, it's Mitchell, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
Prescott on first down. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He finds his target. It's Schultz. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
Get ready.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Prescott. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
So finally, a first down run. The offensive line has got to feel a whole lot better about themselves, because I think they were starting to wonder, were we ever going to solve this defense and be able to do what we like to do, which is run the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Mitchell. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, Everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's go.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. First down, Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Let's go.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Prescott looks to throw on first. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott yet again. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
It's definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, chews up the remainder of the first half clock, and they finish it off with 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't leave the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Cowboys. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Niners, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Cowboys will get the football first here. They have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Now Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott now. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Finding room at the 30. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
tackle made at the 38-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down by Mayfield mostly. It's a gain of 7. And this is 3rd down.
Zeke going to get it on the option. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. And to give this time to the tailback. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally, he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Garoppolo looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter.
Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the Cowboys 15-yard line.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
Unbelievable.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
60 yards on the ground for him so far.
Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Garoppolo.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the 49ers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it. created some space, and he got there.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On play action, Prescott. Flush to his right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. On 1st down, Garoppolo. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Garoppolo. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's get off the field, D.
You ain't gonna burn me. Bring it.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Second and 11. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.